Hey, this is Team Preventiv, and I'm Sai.
And I'm Kasim. In a matter of weeks, life has been turned upside down. Over 1.6 million confirmed cases have been reported worldwide. Estimated deaths in the US from COVID-19 by the end of next month is predicted to hit 100,000. According to WHO and the CDC, the best way to help flatten the curve during this pandemic is by social distancing. Now, this obviously doesn't mean that people won't go out, as the US government can enforce such restrictions on its citizens. Most people won't stay indoors 24/7 and will eventually go out and most likely come into contact with other people, regardless of those people having the virus or not, be it through purchasing groceries, medicine, or even taking a walk. In that case, information on whether the person they've come under contact has the virus or is showing signs of the virus is of paramount importance. This helps alert individuals by safeguarding them and making them aware of their nearby interactions. Through this approach, we can flatten the curve at rates higher than current expected values solely because of how we're leveraging Bluetooth-based technology to combat the virus.
The World Health Organization and recent scientific studies have determined that contact tracing is an effective measure to curb the spread of the virus. By identifying individuals that have been in contact with each other, we can determine how rapidly the virus is spreading and prevent the further transmission of the virus between close contacted individuals through the power of technology. It's clear that the future is already here, but it's just not evenly distributed. As William Gibson says, Singapore had its own app for its citizens, and they were able to successfully slow the spread of the virus through contact tracing. France and UK are developing similar apps, and we could clearly see that this is successful, and there's a real need for apps like this. So our vision is to create an open source contact tracing app for any country to use to identify, alert, and prevent the spread of the virus. Let's say you're at Kroger, quickly shopping for groceries, but there might be people around you who are feeling symptoms, but not COVID-19 positive yet, or asymptomatic people who are immune to the virus, but can unknowingly pass the virus to the others around them. So what do you do in this situation? That's where Preventiv comes in. Preventiv has three core features: Bluetooth, environment, and connections. Now let's go in depth into each one of these. When app users are near each other, they create a mesh network and communicate with each other through their mobile devices. And there's over 3.5 billion mobile phone users in the worldwide, and over 70% of the US adult population has a mobile phone. So when phones are near each other, they send the current user's information on whether they're infected, have symptoms, or healthy, and receive the same information from other users. When you're near an infected person, you receive an alert that you might have likely caught the virus. This allows the users to take measures before symptoms appear and isolate themselves, all part of the preventative measures. And with a heat map, you can determine which nearby regions are at have high concentration of the COVID-19 virus, so that you can establish green and red zones to limit your travel when you're going out for groceries or essentials or any emergencies.
Connections. So, say you come into contact with three people today, all of whom are believed to be free of the virus. Similarly, tomorrow you come into contact with five other people. However, 4 days from now, you start to develop symptoms of the virus and are eventually tested positive. Now, as soon as you update this information on the app, which is by going from negative to positive, every single person you've interacted with in the past 14 days will receive a notification on their devices along the lines of, hey, someone you came under contact with in the past 2 weeks has been tested positive. Make sure to contact the CDC or the nearest health organization if you feel like you're developing any known COVID-19 symptoms. This approach can exponentially decrease the spread of the virus while maintaining anonymity to increase security through a central yet hashed database. And this is where the privacy concerns come into play. We believe that safety and security are not binary and should be treated as equals. And that's why we take user privacy very seriously. It is through this approach that we have implemented our whole technology through Bluetooth Low Energy instead of a geo-based location service to create a decentralized mesh net. With that being said, all data stored on your phone and on a public database is hashed to completely anonymize data. So, what are some of the differences between Preventiv and other apps out there? We're aware that other institutions, companies, and governments are working very hard on building effective contact tracing apps. However, apps like Trace Together from Singapore and Private Kit from MIT offer limited modes of contact tracing through Bluetooth and GPS-based technologies. This is where Preventiv excels.
This app is a perfect companion to keep you safe when social distancing is not possible. Preventiv will be available on iOS and Android in mid-April 2020. And using the app, you can receive instant alerts when you come in contact with a symptoms positive individual or a COVID-19 positive individual. And we can flatten the curve intelligently by taking effective preventative measures to stop the spread of the virus. And change starts from one person, and through this app, we can make a difference together. So join us with Preventiv. Thank you.